Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be taking a look at the 6-inch Wraith figure here, and this is made by Jakks Toys, let's see, Jakks Pacific, which I didn't even realize they were still doing stuff. I didn't even realize that was the same company, but so anyways, this is the same company who did the supply bin blind boxes that I've opened in previous videos. This is part of season 1. Yeah, season 1. So they also have a Revenant, Pathfinder, Bloodhound, an Octane, and then they have an alternate version of Wraith in her Voidwalker skin. So yeah, let's take a look. This is, like I said, a 6-inch figure. It comes with 3 weapons. It comes with the Prowler, the RE45, and then the P2020. So we're going to take this out of the box and see what the detail is like on it. So like I said before, those supply drop, or not supply drop, but supply bins that I opened previously, they come with, like, you know, the weapon and the grenade and all that. Those go with these. So theoretically, I should be able to use, say, my flatline that I opened the last time with my Wraith figure. But we'll see how that works, because I'm going to try it. So, packaging isn't the best. You know, normally with like $20-ish figures, they have that little piece of like paper that runs over the top to keep like debris from falling in. This did not have that. However, there doesn't really look like there's a bunch of box debris in there. So I'm going to take out the weapons first. The weapons in the supply bins were metal. From the look of these in the box, they didn't seem to be metal, which these actually seem to be plastic, but it's still fine. They have plenty of detail to them. That's the Prowler. The RE45 is the one I'll be hopefully removing next. Yeah. There's the RE45. And here is the P2020 right here. So let's get this Wraith out. Just from looking at her right here, I'm not a huge fan of her face, but everything else looks pretty detailed, pretty well detailed. I'm just not a huge fan of how they did the eyes and stuff, which I know that's probably a very tricky thing to do for her character, without making it look kind of off, but we'll get a better look once we get her out of the container. So these have 25 points of articulation to them, so they're pretty posable. From what I've seen, looks like the arm is supposed to bend, but there's not really any bendability there. Kind of feels like I'm going to break it, to be honest. That's kind of weird. Same thing with the other one. I think it's just stiff is all it is, because that one bent just fine. So I think it's just stiff, but you can kind of get your 25 points of articulation. It's just stiff where it's a new figure. You got the toe bend, which is great for display purposes, which is what I'm going to be doing. So the back, I see what her outfit looks like there. The front, and like I said, where my light's on, it's kind of hard to see. I'm going to try to get her closer, but it's just really hard to do that face. The eyes, where they're just all white, it's just, I don't know, it's tough. But on the back here, there actually is a little notch for you to stick the Prowler on. At least that's how they had it shown on the back of the box. It kind of works. It kind of works. There's no pistol holster. That is accessible. So it doesn't look like there's anywhere to store a holster. The other weird thing I found, get my box again, is so this one is not numbered at all for which it is in the line. It just says Wraith, and then on the back it says real name, which is Renee, age 32, homeworld, Typhoon, and then her abilities. But yeah, I don't know. Just thought it was kind of weird that they're not numbered in some way. Normally figures are. So yeah, let's try to get this flatline in her hand. See how it goes. The wrist, you can bend the wrist, but the finger, like the hands themselves, don't look like they really bend at all. So let's see if we can get this flatline in her hand. Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Or am I gonna break her? I might break her. The ones from the supply drops, the supply bins, I keep on saying supply drops because I'm a freaking idiot. But the ones from the supply bins actually feel like they're a lot heavier material. Okay. So, kind of got the flatline to work. Kind of. That's okay. On the front of the box or on the back of the box, that was the other thing I was going to show you. Sorry, I keep on going back and forth here. But it actually shows the Prowler on her back and then her holding two pistols. Or it shows her holding the RE45 and the P2020, which I found really odd because you can't do that. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think this one was like 15, $20, something like that on Amazon. Not a horrible price. Like I said, my biggest complaint is the detail in her face. The hair's not horrible though. You can see some line work for the hair. And then like the back is just straight hard plastic for like her scarf thing. But I mean, overall, it's worth the price if you're looking for something to add to your collection. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking to get something apexy, they got some other characters if Wraith isn't your thing. So, but yeah, I don't know, pretty solid. I'll have the link for the figure in my description below. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. See you later. Peace.